Okay guys, in this tutorial we're gonna learn about for loops. Why do we need them? Well, let's say that we have a starting point which will be 0 and we have ending point which will be 10 for simplicity reasons. So for loop will help us to jump from 0 to 1 to 2 and so on until we reach 10 or any other top level, let's say. So range of numbers, and we need to jump from one number to another number to do specific operation. Okay, so how we are going to even start? Well, we're gonna use for as a starting point, for keyword. This is a part of programming languages, so syntax is a dedicated color. After that, we're gonna have a little bit of space, and inside we're gonna define that starting, ending point, and how you're going to jump. Well, that will be integer. Okay, let's call it x, and 0 will be, for simplicity reasons, starting point. After that, we need top point. So x must be less than 10, let's say, less or equal, it's totally up to you. And this is like a top point, as I said. But we also need to have like an algorithm, how we are going to jump from 0 to 10 or any other number. Well, in programming, it's very easy to say x plus plus. That basically means that x at the moment is previous x plus 1. So x plus plus means basically x plus 1. This is kind of confusing, but it will work. So this is like a step. So plus plus means plus 1. Also, you can manually say plus 3, plus 5, 36, whatever. So let's do this stuff practically. So this is how we are going to get from 0 to 10. And now what kind of operations we need to do? Well, for simplicity reasons, we're gonna say system as many times up till now, out, print line, and then for every of those skips, for every of those, let's say, passes, we're gonna print that x at the moment. Okay, so x and semicolon, and we're gonna see a list of numbers down there. I mean, one number after another between 0 and 10. So let me run that. And there you go. So from 0 up till 9, but if you want to see 10 down there, you can say less than 11. Okay. But that's kind of weird because you can just safely use less or equal to 10, and then you will see 10 again. Okay, so we can say less and equal 10. So this is when you're saying plus 1, x equals x plus 1, which is kind of algorithm, simplified algorithm. But what if you need to say, for example, x plus 5? Will that work? Well, yes, but jumps will be bigger, steps will be bigger. So we're gonna put this into multi-section, multi-line comment. How? With a slash and a star, and reverse star and a slash, and now these two lines will not be operational. So they are just normal comments, but I'm not using, slash slash here for every line, because it's kind of stupid if you have more of these lines. So same stuff for starting point, which will be integer, x equals 0, ending point, x less or equal 10. And now here we're gonna say that x will be previous x plus 1, and then we will have same result as here. So let me save a little bit of time by copy pasting, but the result will be pretty much same. Okay, there you go, and you can safely choose here bigger steps, and now result will be that, or even 5, and then you will have very small number of jumps. They will just be bigger. 0, 5, 10. Also, you can go in a opposite direction. So I'm gonna put this into multi-line comment again, and we're gonna say for integer x equals now, because we are going into reverse way, starting point will be big, let's say 10, and ending point will be 0, but we cannot say less than 0. We must say bigger than 0, because we are going into opposite direction, like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and so on. So you need to think about these things a little bit, because if you mess these things up, you're gonna run into never-ending loop, and basically that will take a lot of your CPU power and memory storage. So we're gonna explain about that in a couple of seconds. So this is top, this is bottom, and how we are going to get from 10 to 9? Well, x equals x minus 1. Okay, normal stuff. And again, for simplicity reasons, same printing. Okay, run, and there you go, from 10 to 1. Or 10 less or equal to 0. You can have that too. There you go. Now, question is, what's gonna happen if you say plus here? Now, please note, down there in this, let's say, right bottom corner, you have option to press on this red button. It will be red to terminate execution if you get into a never-ending loop. So basically your machine will work constantly because you have error while you're programming, and that actually can damage PC if it's used for a couple of hours, or if operation is complicated. And some people use that, malicious people use that by destroying other people devices on internet with bots and stuff. So that's like a very aggressive, tactic, offensive cyber stuff. Yeah, people can get into other people's machines and do nasty stuff. Anyway, so when I say x plus 1, result will be C. So your PC is working constantly now, producing some kind of unusable results. And see right here what's happening is just too much operations going on. So if I leave this, actually I can destroy my, I don't know, CPU or something like that. If I leave this for 2 hours or something. In any case, it will just waste electricity at the end of the day, even if my PC survives. So let's press on terminate and everything will be fine. So you need to think about these, will you use less or greater than specific number. In any case, if you mess something up, just terminate quickly as you can that script. So yeah, negative. And what's gonna happen if here you use bigger number like 50? Well, nothing, because it's just not right. If here you use, for example, negative smaller number like 0 here and 50 here, what's gonna happen then? Pretty much nothing. So you can mess things up with let's say algorithm, but your numbers are kind of safe. It depends what you do. You can do this, and what's gonna happen? Let's experiment a little bit. So see, again, we are messing things up. If we say plus 1, let's terminate this and run our script again. There you go, up till 50. Well, this is actually correct, so yeah. What was the moral of the story? Big number here, a small number here, and minus here. Let me test that one more time. And what's happening? Right, higher than 0. Yeah, that's it. So that will work. Bottom line, guys, you need to have starting point, ending point, how you're going to jump, and then direct operation. Of course, direct operations need to be inside dedicated curly brackets, and you're gonna start with 4 here, with parentheses. Between parentheses, there will be those points and algorithm. Okay, so in the next tutorial, we're gonna learn about arrays, and for each loop, let's say, arrays means bunch of integers, bunch of characters, bunch of strings, so we will roll through them. So it's like a list in Python, but in Java, they are using array as a terminology, and PHP also. So yeah, I mean, list of stuff, and we need to roll through that list. Okay, thanks for watching as always, and see you next one. Just be cautious. If something is messed up here, press quickly on terminate and you're gonna be fine. Thank you. See you there in a couple of minutes. Ciao.